What's up, fellas? Here for the week one review. We obviously had a little bit of entertainment in the group chat today, so I'll probably talk about a little bit of that when I get to Ray's matchup after I reviewed some stuff. Without further ado, I'll jump right in so the video is not too long, and I can get on along, get going with the rest of my evening. Got a lot of shit I have to get done. First matchup I have is myself versus Garrett. I was able to come back on Garrett. He had the Bills defense who got 18 points on Thursday night, so I went into the weekend with a big deficit. Was able to get the win, 110 to 101. Looking at Garrett's team, Kyler Murray played all right for him, got him 21. Fournette played well on Sunday night, got him 15. Obviously, already mentioned the Bills defense. Darren Waller got him 10. Kicker did okay for him. But just a lot of single-digit efforts across the board for him. None of his skill players scored a touchdown. That it makes it very difficult to win if none of your guys get into the end zone. So definitely helped me there. I'm not sure what happened with Mike Williams. Obviously, he probably is going to get some more targets with Keenan Allen. Most likely going to miss the game Thursday. He had 2 catches for 10 yards here. Obviously, Hunter Renfrow didn't do too well. Devontae Adams is going to get targeted probably 30-35% of the time, it looks like. So that's definitely going to dig into some of his targets there. And then obviously DJ Moore is supposed to have a good year, but they played a tough Browns defense, and the Panthers cost me a lot of money because they suck. So it is what it is. Looking at my team, Russell Wilson played okay, just with the 1 touchdown, but did have 340 yards. McCaffrey played okay. Obviously, if the Panthers would have given him the ball more in the first half, they probably wouldn't have lost the game. Nick Chubb played very well. Just, Kareem Hunt got those touchdowns. He didn't. Michael Pittman had a huge day. Obviously, his game went a whole extra period because they ended in a tie. Got me 23. Cortland Sutton played okay. Rashad Bateman kind of got lucky with the big touchdown. Outside of that, he didn't do much. I obviously lost Elijah Mitchell for next 2 months. Kind of sucks. I have him in both my leagues, so it's a little rough. Had Irv Smith, who got me a goose egg. It looks like he was targeted twice. It is what it is. I was the last team to pick a tight end, so how it's going to go. Everybody else did okay. I had A.J. Dillon on the bench. Basically, everybody on my bench had double digits. Some of these guys will be featured in my lineup this week as I make some changes, and some of these guys got new roles. Julio looked well. Looks like Chris Godwin might be out for a little bit. Looks like Darrell Henderson might be the RB1 in Los Angeles for the Rams, so I will definitely get him in there. And A.J. Dillon basically split time with Aaron Jones and performed very well. So liking the way my team's looking here. Next matchup we have Dakota and Dalton. Dakota won this one 126 to 114. No thanks to Trey Lance because he only got him 10 points. But, of course, that game was a little fluky. The weather there was absolutely atrocious. There's water everywhere. I think the turf was not in the best condition either, so not much you can probably take away from it. Saquon looked like, what most people think Saquon Barkley is. We'll see if he can keep that up. I do believe the Titans' defense isn't very bad. Probably middle of the pack, so I expect them to play pretty well. Had Jamar Chase had a huge day. Obviously, they were playing from behind quite a bit due to Joe Burrow turning it over 5 times. Armoire St. Brown played well. Disappointing effort out of Kyle Pitts for him, 3 points. He drafted him in like the 3rd or 4th round. You expect better than that. Mike Evans played well for him. Looking at his bench, nothing on the bench. Bunch of single digits or zeros. Obviously, some of those guys are hurt and suspended. Looking at Dalton's team here, obviously he expects more than 10 points out of Tom Brady. They won the game pretty handily, in my opinion. I watched until halftime, and not really sure what happened there. Dallas defense is decent, but not great by any means. Elliott didn't do too great for him. Etienne got him 7.5. Obviously, you probably expect better there, but James Robinson played, and James Robinson looked good, so He's definitely going to eat into the potential Etienne has. Devontae Adams had 10 for 141 and a touchdown, 25 points. I mean, he's a wide receiver one, top five guy in the league. It's expected. Diggs had a big day for him with 22. Allen Robinson didn't do shit on Thursday night. Got him 2 points. Hawkinson with 6. Kareem Hunt had the 2 touchdowns with 21. And not much else going on there. Nothing really going on the bench either. He does have Josh Palmer, who should slide into wide receiver 2 for the Chargers with Keenan Allen out. My understanding is his hamstring injury isn't too bad, but they're playing Thursday night. If they put him out there, I just think that's foolish. Next up, we got the top scorer of the week, which is Michael. He put up 150 points versus Derek, who put up 110. Looking at Michael's team here, Jalen Hurts looked great, and he probably should have had a lot more points. I believe there's 2 or 3 times guys got taken down at the 1. Those touchdowns would have clearly boosted his score. Joe Mixon looked all right with 18. Miles Sanders scored his first touchdown in like a crazy amount of days. I can't remember what it said, but got 17 and a half. A.J. Brown didn't find the end zone, but had 155 yards and 10 catches and looked great in his debut for the Eagles. That was one of the higher scoring games of the week, if not the highest scoring. Put up 21. Travis Kelce looked like Travis Kelce. It's expected, 22 points. Cordero Patterson played pretty well as well, 21 there. I'm not sure he's going to be able to continue to do that. I know Tyler Algier wasn't active on Sunday. I know they plan to try to get him involved. I didn't watch any of the games, so I don't really know what happened there. Did have Jamal Williams on the bench who had 2 touchdowns. DJ Chark had a touchdown on his bench as well. So his team's looking pretty decent. Looking over here at Derek's team, Lamar Jackson played pretty decent. Put up 20. Dalvin Cook, no touchdowns there, but they won pretty handily. Put up 12. DeAndre Swift with 25. Looked pretty good. Obviously, Jamal Williams got 2 touchdowns there. So we'll see how that affects the workload there moving forward. McLaurin only had the 2 catches, but did get a touchdown for 13. The Commanders looked pretty decent with Wentz back there. But of course, they're playing Jacksonville, so I guess you got to temper the expectations a little bit. Bucs defense got him 12. Nothing on his bench. I mean, everybody else had single digits. I don't like Cooper or Lockett at all this year. I don't like Montgomery this year. Obviously, he was in that shit game. So we'll see how things pan out for Derek. Next matchup we have the 2 teams I had ranked in the bottom of the power rankings going into the season. Jason and Garrett number 2. Garrett number 2 won this one 123-96. Looking over here at Jason's team, Derek Carr got him 14, 3 interceptions. Tough day, but they still competed with the Chargers, who I believe are one of the best teams in the league. Najee Harris only got him 10, did get a touchdown. Was dealing with an injury. I believe he's going to be okay, but I'm not certain. I don't like Pittsburgh, but they won the game, so it is what it is. Javonte Williams looked very good last night for Denver. Put up 14. Did have the fumble on the 1, as did Melvin Gordon. So I guess nobody's going to get put in the doghouse since they both did it. T. Higgins left the game with concussion. Marquise Brown got a touchdown. Mike Thomas had 2 touchdowns. Looking a little bit more like Mike Thomas. Chargers defense got him 12. Everybody else in single digits. Did have Michael Carter on the bench who had 13 and a half. So not too bad there. Looking over here at Garrett number 2's team. Justin Herbert, 3 touchdowns, 23 points. Cooper Kupp obviously had a wide receiver 1 day with 25. Jerry Jeudy played okay, but he really just had that one, I think like a 67-yard touchdown. I'll be honest, I didn't realize Jerry Jeudy was as fast as he looked. So that was pretty impressive. Got 18 there. Firemouth got him 10. Steelers defense got him 22, which is obviously massive. Obviously, it looks like they're going to probably lose T.J. Watt for the whole season, if not majority of it, with a torn pec. That is definitely going to affect their defense. quite a bit there. Had Cam Akers in the lineup, who got him 0. Adam Thielen only with 5. I think Thielen will be a little better. Breece Hall got him 7 in his first NFL game. Ayuk was playing in that slot fest, so not much you can gauge there, and nothing on the bench. Next up, we have Ray versus Josh. Ray won this one 112-92. Now Ray was talking about being competitive and all that good stuff, and had his funny video this morning. But I mean, you played the lowest scoring team in the league, so of course it was kind of easy, and your team didn't have to perform great. When you played the guy who put up the least amount of points. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. But the video is hilarious. I like the banter. Glad Fantasy's back. This is a great time of year. Looking at Ray's team, obviously Mahomes killed it. 35 points. Looked insanely good out there. Cardinals defense was missing their 2 top pass rushers. I think they're missing some guys in the secondary too. Their defense really isn't that good anyways, so tough to maybe gauge a little bit there. But obviously it's Mahomes, so you expect it to happen on a fairly decent basis. Aaron Jones got him 9 points. Obviously he's splitting time with Dylan. I think Jones was on the field a lot more, but I think Dylan basically doubled him in touches, so we'll see how that pans out. Justin Jefferson got him 35. Obviously, when you got 2 guys scoring 35, you have a great chance at winning. Because if you look at the rest of this team, I mean, it's just a lot of single digits. Because like I said in my video beginning of the year, Gesicki's not going to do what he did previously. He had 1 catch for 1 yard. Mooney had 1 catch. Of course, he was playing in that shit game. Keenan Allen did leave the game with injury. Damon Harris is playing, for the Patriots. He's probably splitting time with Stevenson, and the Patriots just don't look like a good team. Russell Gage, only 2 for 13. He may get some more looks with Godwin likely being out for a little bit. But, I heard some people saying that Gage didn't look very good. He looked like maybe he's dealing with an injury or something. So, I don't know. I didn't pay enough attention to him. Packers defense got him 0. I mean, did get a good day out of his kicker with 13. Nothing really going on the bench. Looking over here at Josh's team, obviously you're going to struggle when your quarterback has 5 turnovers, but his quarterback still got him 18 because they did a hell of a comeback there. Derrick Henry with the 8 points. Obviously you expect a little bit better there. Dontrell Hilliard had 4 touches in the game, and 2 of them were touchdowns, so kind of ate into what he potentially could have got there. James Conner got him 14. Obviously CeeDee Lamb struggled with Dak going out of the game. I want to say he was targeted 11 times and only had 2 catches. So I do know when I was watching one of the drops was probably his fault. It was a little behind him, but when you're supposed to be a top 10, top 15 receiver in the league, you got to come down with those. DK Metcalf with the 5 points there. Obviously some of us are in another league, and DK Metcalf helped Dalton beat me in that other league by 0.06. Which is bullshit, but it is what it is. Just a little upset about it. Juju looked decent in his debut for the Chiefs with 9 points. Obviously, CEH had the 2 touchdowns there. I don't really expect that moving forward, but he should be pretty solid this year. 21 points there. Had Jahan Dotson on the bench. I believe that's the rookie receiver for the Commanders with 17. 2 on the bench with 15. Obviously. Not going to play him over Burrow. And then the last matchup we have here, we have Kenny versus Jason F. Kenny won this one 117-106. Looking at Jason F's team. Josh Allen obviously killed it with 32. You got Debo who got the rushing touchdown. Otherwise didn't perform too great. 12 points. Jalen Waddle had a touchdown with 16. Gabe Davis had a touchdown with 17. Dalton Schultz had 7 catches for 62. 4 points out of his defense and his kicker together. Not great. Tony Pollard only had 3. Kamara and Singletary didn't do too great for him. A lot of low double digits or single digit performances. Did have James Robinson on the bench who had 19. Obviously, you throw him in there over Pollard and you would have won. Not sure I would have necessarily done it. I'm sure they were close in the rankings. I don't own either one, so I don't know. But obviously a tough coaching decision there that didn't pay off this week. Looking at Kenny's team, didn't start off great because Stafford only got him 8. But you got Jonathan Taylor, obviously number 1 pick, got him 26. Gibson looked pretty decent with 17. Tyreek Hill looked decent, no end zone, but got him 14. Brandon Cooks with 12. Christian Kirk with 15. Kicker got him 10. Not much going on the bench. Did have Khalil Herbert, who had a touchdown. So maybe he'll throw him in there over maybe like Damon Pierce or something. Because Damon Pierce probably was picked in like, let's click on him here. I can see here. Oh, he was picked 72. So I think that's in our draft, I think it's the last pick in the 6th round. So I guess not too crazy, but looked like a lot of preseason hype on him. He got drafted extra early because he was performing well in the preseason, and he got out-snapped by Rex Burkhead by quite a bit. So I'm not sure he's going to be quite the breakout everybody was hoping for, since the team kind of was leaning on Burkhead. And, I mean, they were able to tie the Colts, and I think most people probably would have had them getting whooped up pretty good there. So it is what it is. Obviously, that's the end of the review. I will have power rankings out here shortly. Obviously, I'm not one to change up things too crazy after 1 week, but obviously every week there's going to be some changes based on injuries and how teams perform. Waivers will process tomorrow at noon for the first time, so make sure you get your waiver claims in. Make sure you use your fab. I'm sure one of you or two of you is going to go fucking nuts tomorrow, and it's going to be pretty funny in my opinion, but we'll see what happens. I don't think there's any crazy free agents available, but everybody feels different and has their own team needs, so we will see what happens. I greatly anticipate once 12 o'clock comes and I can run the report and see who got who and who spent way more money than they probably needed to. Best of luck to you guys, and looking forward to another great season. See ya.